10 mistakes modern parents make that hinder their children's maturity. The world is changing fast, and so are our illusions. Parenting is a divine privilege, perhaps the most meaningful experience life can offer. Yet, it is also one of the greatest challenges anyone can face, regardless of cultural background, education, financial status, or personal beliefs. The world has changed in ways we could never have imagined. These changes have made parenting more convenient in some ways, but they've also introduced unprecedented challenges. The rise of the I-world, artificial intelligence, and a flood of digital technologies has flattened the world, shaking the traditional roles of parents to their core. A quiet crisis is unfolding. A confusion about what it truly means to be a parent. The myths of traditional parenting are collapsing. The wisdom of previous generations no longer applies. Global parenting trends and styles reveal their limitations, unable to keep pace with the rapid transformation around us. We are overwhelmed by parenting books, each offering a different philosophy. We swing like a pendulum, from permissiveness to strict control, from empowerment to micromanagement, from overprotection to neglect, from unconditional love to rigid discipline. We skim book reviews on promotional websites, cherry-pick bullet points as parenting tools. We follow one-minute parenting hacks on TikTok, Reels, and YouTube ads. We listen to soothing podcasts about inspirational parenting stories to help us sleep. We believe in 5-minute fixes, in tricks that promise instant obedience. We hope that a single motivational phrase can unlock our child's hidden genius. We consume parenting content not to understand our children better, but to find the easiest, quickest, least demanding way to raise them. But here's the truth. No authentic parenting book was ever written with that goal in mind. The world has changed, our children have changed, and so must we. The first change must begin here. We must change the way we think about ourselves. Let's take a closer look at what we've been doing.
1. We focus on the child and forget ourselves. Parents often hold the misguided belief that raising a child is about the child, not about themselves. In reality, parenting is first and foremost about us. Children learn from who we are even when we're not trying to teach them. We rush to correct their misbehavior while ignoring our own, which plays out daily in front of them. We use our anger to fix their anger, punish them to teach them not to punish others, lose patience, and show our frustration when they struggle with impatience. We offer conditional love and expect unconditional love in return. But the truth is, we cannot teach what we do not embody. Parenting is the ultimate test of self-honesty. Do you see yourself in these words? If so, start with yourself, before trying to change anyone else. 2. We focus on control and forget connection. Too often our ambition as parents or educators is to gain control. We want to direct every move, every moment, whether they're playing, working, or studying. Even playtime is scheduled and structured. But research shows that over-programming a child's life often leads to rebellion. Why? Because they never truly get to be children. Let me remind you, control is an illusion. None of us truly have it. Effective leaders focus on connection, because once we connect, we build a bridge strong enough to carry the weight of truth. We earn the right to influence. Control is a byproduct of connection. Without connection, everything falls apart. 3. We focus on information and forget interpretation. This is the first generation of children who don't need adults to access information. It's available 24/7 through their phones and laptops. They have more data than ever before. Even AI like ChatGPT can offer accurate explanations based on vast research. What they need from us is not more information, but interpretation, grounded in real-life context. That's where our experience becomes invaluable. We are closest to their reality. They have knowledge, but what they lack is wisdom, something that only comes from years of lived experience. Children today encounter real-world experiences much later than they're ready for. As a result, they often develop high ego but low self-respect. They lack confidence, yet overflow with pride. Adults must help them make sense of what they know. We must help them interpret relationships, politics, work, and faith through a lens of balance and wisdom. We must discuss what lies beneath the stories in movies, books, and technology. We must teach them how to think. Our goal should be to offer them a healthy worldview, because children today are exposed to too much too soon, long before they're truly ready. 4. We focus on pleasing and forget to equip. We fear our children's anger, sadness, boredom, and pain, emotions that make us feel like we've failed. We feel responsible for their feelings, so we chase short-term satisfaction. I've seen parents become obsessed with entertaining their children. The most common phrase I hear is, "I just want my child to be happy." But when happiness becomes the goal, we lose sight of where we're going and how to get there. How do we equip our children for the future? If we give them the right tools to grow and succeed, they will stay engaged. Happiness is a byproduct. We must stop keeping them busy to make them happy and start enriching them so they feel fulfilled. True satisfaction comes from growth. Focusing on short-term pleasure can lead to long-term consequences. 5. We focus on doing for them and forget to walk with them. We don't want to see our children struggle with everyday challenges. We dainty want them to face the discomfort of real-life problems, especially ones we could easily solve for them. So we step in. We drive them to school to avoid traffic, do their homework to prevent punishment. We buy pre-made craft supplies so they don't waste time. We resolve conflicts with neighbors on their behalf. It all boils down to one message: you just study. I'll handle the world, in our effort to give them everything they want. We've created a new risk group, middle-class children who are bored because they've never truly achieved anything. We must parent for the long term, not the short term. Sure, doing it ourselves is faster, but teaching a skill is far more valuable. 6. We focus on imposing and forget to negotiate. At first glance, it may seem like children today have more choices than ever. But in reality, they're often overwhelmed by imposed decisions. Out of fear that our children will fall behind, we impose rules and expectations. We choose their school, their sport, their art class. Even if they dislike it, we choose their friends, their career path. We project our lives onto them so heavily that they can't be themselves. Yes, some rules are necessary, but forced behavior carries emotional baggage. When children feel coerced, they rarely take ownership. It's your idea, not theirs. And the result usually suffers. Why not present and clarify instead of impose? Show them something new. Give them an opportunity they can't ignore. Make it compelling, like they'll miss out on something big if they don't engage. Then it becomes their idea. It's motivation, not manipulation. Children must meet certain expectations, yes, but when possible, negotiate. Expose them to options so they can make the best choice for themselves. 7. We focus on templates and forget to describe. Today's children are handed everything in pre-made formats. Math has formulas, literature has sample essays, even dreams come with templates. I want to be a teacher so that, or I want to be a doctor so that. They memorize, rehearse, play video games, follow structured lessons. Even Lego sets now come with step-by-step instructions. We're removing the need for imagination and creativity. Instead of telling them what to do next, try describing a goal or outcome and let them figure out how to get there. Children need meaningful goals from adults, but we've gone too far by giving them every step. This is where they can begin to develop ambition and creativity of their own. 8. We focus on protection and forget to prepare. Kidnappings, school abuse, terrorism, these threats make adults paranoid about children's safety. We use helmets, knee pads, seatbelts, background checks, and smartphones to shield them from harm. We criminalize normal childhood behavior, teasing, fighting, rough play. We overuse terms like bullying, body shaming, discrimination. Sadly, in our obsession with safety, we've failed to prepare them for adulthood. Most college students never graduate, and many move back home. Instead of fearing for them, reflect on your own journey into adulthood. Share what helped you succeed. The greatest gift parents can give their children is the ability to thrive without them. 9. We focus on preaching and forget to ask. Many children grow up being told what to do every hour of the day. Their lives are planned, structured, and programmed by adults. This can disable them. I've met countless college students who've never shared a room, never held a job, never had free time to manage on their own. For many, that's their downfall. They're not ready for freedom. They don't know how to self-regulate. That's adults must start asking more and preaching less. As these young people grow, we must begin with questions. Why? Because they need to own their answers, not borrow them from adults, bosses, or ChatGPT. When children are told what to do, they don't feel responsible for the outcome. It wasn't their decision. But when we lead with questions, we force them to think, choose, and take responsibility. 10. We focus on knowledge and forget experience. We believe our children will mature once they have enough knowledge. That's why we're confident they'll grow up faster than previous generations, because they know so much so soon. But in truth, this is artificial maturity, even false maturity. Knowledge alone doesn't make them wise. Wisdom comes only through experience. Knowledge without experience doesn't teach self-control, patience, self-respect, confidence, or courage. A contestant on a high-risk reality show won't become brave just because they know they're safe. A game is not real life. Life lessons are everywhere, so take them to new places. Let them meet influential people. Encourage them to join service projects. Even movies and entertainment can be sources of exploration and discussion to prepare them for the future. Think of this shift in perspective like a science class. Students don't just attend lectures, they experiment in the lab. The lab is where they process most effectively. It's where knowledge in their minds transforms into understanding in their hearts.
Our children will grow into healthy, capable adults only if we lead by example. They are the product of our actions. They are the reflection of our lives. We must show them the way, not just tell them where to go. As the saying goes, children have never been good at listening to adults, but they have never failed to imitate them. So, what now? If we truly want our children to grow, not just in height or knowledge, but in wisdom, resilience, and character, then we must begin with ourselves. Let's stop chasing shortcuts. Let's stop outsourcing our presence. Let's stop parenting from fear, guilt, or convenience. Instead, let's return to what's real. Let's be the kind of people we hope our children will become. Let's walk beside them, not ahead of them. Let's ask more, listen deeper, and live more honestly. Because in the end, our children won't grow up by following our words. They'll grow up by following our footsteps. If this message resonates with you, share it. Not because it's perfect, but because it's needed. Let's raise a generation that's not just smart, but wise. Not just safe, but strong. Not just loved, but truly understood. If this message spoke to you, even just a little, I invite you to stay connected. Subscribe to the channel so we can keep growing together, one reflection at a time. And if something in this video made you pause, made you think, or made you feel, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story matters. Your voice matters. And sometimes, one honest comment can be the beginning of someone else's transformation. Let's raise not just children, but awareness, compassion, and wisdom together.